Ladies and gentlemen, in the ring at this time, please welcome for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world. Kristian Prenga. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready to rumble! Prime recording artist Stormzy as he brings to the ring
from home for him, and he looked very relaxed. Yes, he's walked this way before a few times, Fletch.
13 wins, 13 devastating knockouts.
From Watford, England, the undefeated AJ Anthony Joshua!
Anthony Joshua stepped into the ring against Kristian Prenga on July 25th in Jeddah. This fight came after one of the hardest years of his life. But before we get into the match itself, it helps to understand the emotional load he was carrying. Back in December, Joshua was in a serious car crash in Nigeria. Two of his closest friends, men he had known for 13 years, lost their lives. Those around him said it felt like a nightmare. One friend from his team spoke about how deeply those two meant to Joshua. He said,
"They were the guys that propped him up and were kind of a crutch for him both, emotionally and physically." It's like losing a piece of you when you lose your friends, your brothers like that.
For weeks, no one knew if Joshua would ever box again. But later, he spoke openly about what happened. He talked about grief and about his faith. He said,
Something extraordinary happens in your life and it shifts your whole perspective, and that doesn't take conditioning, that's just one moment. Something can happen, an event in someone's life can change their whole trajectory. So some people need conditioning, definitely, and that's the thing, everyone's running their own race, but you don't need to always condition. Some people just have that shock and their whole existence, their whole relation to life changes.
That is heavy, and it explains a lot about what came next in his preparation. Rather than pulling back, Joshua walked right into the training camp of Alexander Usyk, the same man who beat him twice. That camp took place in Valencia. Cameras caught them joking and training side by side like old friends. Usyk made it clear he is not Joshua's coach. He called himself a friend instead. He said, "No, no, no. I'm not coach, I friend." But Usyk did share something big about Joshua's current condition. He confirmed Joshua is in good shape. And when asked who would win between Joshua and Tyson Fury, Usyk didn't pause. He said, "Anthony Joshua, he's the best in the world, isn't it?" People close to Joshua say that teaming up with the man who defeated him shows real growth.
To myself, God's given me time because he knows that I'm really focused on fighting, and he knows I'm a warrior. And I think at the minute, God just says, continue to fight and do your best. Know that we're here, and then when it's all said and done, come and return back to me.
And Joshua himself admitted something most fighters would never say out loud. He said,
I mean, I don't know if it's going to get him to the heights of where he wants to be, but I do think by joining the team of the person that beat you, I think shows, you know, that AJ's not being ruled by his ego. Whereas if you're too egoic and too, you know, self-centered, you go, no, I don't need them, I'm going to show them that I'm better than them. But to be, you know, gracious and go, I need to learn from the people that can. I think that shows a maturity and an acceptance of that he needs more help, which I think is a strength as opposed to a weakness.
He beat me twice. He beat me twice, didn't it? Yes. I'll be stupid to say that I'm better than him. I could definitely win a fight in the future, but for now he's better than me. I gotta give him his credit.
What made you decide to put that humility first and get in the gym with a guy who beat you twice and be willing to allow him to train you and show you his way?
Like with our sport, it's I don't dislike Usyk, but we just compete with each other, and I'm a very, very like competitive.
that kind of honesty is rare in boxing. Now let's look at the actual training routine. Joshua added wrestling and gymnastics to this camp, on top of his usual boxing drills. His wrestling coach, who has been coaching for 45 years, explained why this matters. This type of work gives fighters more flexibility, which means fewer injuries and a longer career.
Body's really started adapting into the positions and stuff. For a big man like this, you know, big fella like this, is great.
His background, your background is gymnastics?
Gymnastics, yeah. I've been coaching 45 years.
People just like, especially like boxing, well, they need to be a little tight for you, aggressive as they come back and all. But you know, with flexibility, they give you longevity. You know, like, you know, more flexible, more mobile, more range of motion you have, your career can be much longer. And one, it's a prevention for injury.
They also trained him in extreme heat over 100 degrees. One coach explained the reasoning behind it. He said, a happy fighter makes a dangerous fighter, meaning that when you put a fighter in the right settings, their mind and body work together better. His resting heart rate has dropped very low as well, into the high 30s. That is a strong sign his body is in excellent shape right now.
So your resting heart rate last night went to as low as 39.
Yeah. Good?
Pretty low, isn't it? But yeah, do you have a lot of dreams?
I dream yesterday, yeah.
Your resting heart rate just, your heart rate just spikes sometimes. Like, I imagine you doing it in your sleep.
Well, you know when it's like that low, it's probably like your body just...
You're just chilling.
What did it go up to?
You wake up like this.
What did it go up?
Like, it hits just under 80. I reckon that's quite high.
Fans have also noticed his weight. In past fights against Dubois and Gagnon, he weighed over 250 pounds. But experts believe Joshua actually does better when he's lighter, closer to the low 240s. Right now, people say he looks leaner than usual going into this fight, which bodes well for him. Now, let's talk about his opponent, Kristian Prenga. Prenga is from Albania. His record stands at 20 wins and just 1 loss, with all 20 wins coming by knockout. Before boxing, he was a kickboxer. He trained in Holland for years, which he calls home to some of the best kickboxing in the world. Prenga now trains out of a gym in New Jersey. His manager, Keith Sullivan, called him when this fight offer came in. Prenga didn't hesitate for even a second. He said, "I say let's do it."